Hi, everyone. I'm Linda Johansson, part of the disaster Action Team for the American Red Cross. We're here today to provide you with some safety tips for the storm that we're experiencing right now. We're expecting high winds, heavy rains, and potentially some flooding, and probably maybe some power outages. So safety is our priority. So we want to make sure that we're all safe. So I have some tips for you. Tip one, stay informed. So you want to monitor the weather through some trusted weather sources, things like the National Weather Service or perhaps the Weather Channel. And also make sure that you sign up for any local alerts, because then you'll get some real-time information with things that are happening in your particular area. You want to have a battery-powered radio available if you can, because that way, if we have a power outage, you'll still be able to remain informed. Our tip two is to prepare your home. Now, hopefully you've already secured any outdoor objects like the toys and the barbecue and the lawn furniture and things like that, because with these high winds, those can become projectiles and blow all over the place. Also, hopefully you've cleaned your gutters. This is not a thing to do right now, but you want to clean your gutters and drains because you want to make sure that any of the debris, keep the debris clear so that you don't get any flooding. And you want to have an emergency kit. Things like water and non-essential things, non-perishable foods, flashlight, batteries, things that in case the power goes out or that you have to leave the home, that you will. And a first aid kit's always a nice thing as well. A third tip would be to be aware of power outages and power outage safety. If you're using electronics, you want to unplug them, because when the power comes on, you don't want to have a surge that will blow them out. You want to have a flashlight available, and don't use candles. Make sure you use a flashlight or battery-operated lanterns. If you're cooking anything on the stove, if you have an electric range, make sure that you turn the range off, because when the power comes on, you may have forgotten that you have things on the stove. So turn off your stove. And if you have a generator, make sure that you follow the manufacturer's instructions and keep that generator outdoors in a well-ventilated area. You definitely don't want to use that in the house. You don't want to use any kind of a barbecue or anything like that in the home. Our fourth tip would be flooding precautions. Now, we may or may not get flooding. Sometimes there would be a little bit of coastal flooding or maybe some small stream flooding. And as you've always seen on the Weather Channel, if you've ever watched that, never walk through or drive through any flood water. Even just 6 inches of water can knock you over, and a foot of water can sweep your car away. So don't go through flood water. If you don't know how deep it is, and you don't drive through. And if you can and you have to, move to higher ground, because if you're in a flood-prone area, that water can come really quickly, and you would be very surprised how fast that can happen. So move to higher ground if necessary. And if you're instructed to, you want to turn off any of your utilities, like gas and electric, water, whatever switches. And that's if you're instructed to do so. I think the big tip number 5 is to stay calm and connected. It's when you're having a big storm, it gets a little tense. And if you can stay calm, then you can make better decisions. Panic can lead to poor decision making, and it can make you do crazy kind of things. So staying calm and checking on loved ones, making sure that your family and friends are safe, your neighbors are safe, and particularly those who might need some extra assistance. Preparation is the key to any big emergency and any kind of inclement weather. By following these safety tips and staying informed, you can help protect yourself and your loved ones. And we're going to continue to provide updates as the situation develops. And for more information, as you can see, please visit redcross.org. All right, stay safe, everyone. Have a good one.